and the West Bank.
Absolutely. I'm out here because there are no universities left in Gaza. I'm out here because children are dying every single day. I'm out here because mass graves are still being discovered, and that is unacceptable, and our university is funding this genocide.
The police response to these protests has been met with skepticism. While American officials champion free speech and the right to protest, their reactions to pro-Palestinian demonstrations are notably muted.
Boy, they got the hell beat out of it last night. You know, you're supposed to take care of those buildings. It took a beating. But the police came in, and in exactly 2 hours, everything was over. It was a beautiful thing to watch. New York's finest.
Critics highlight instances where peaceful protesters faced heavy-handed police tactics, arrests, and accusations of anti-Semitism. Some activists argue that the government's reluctance to openly criticize Israel's actions chills free speech, particularly regarding criticism of Israeli policies.
There were three groups of people. There was the peaceful pro-Palestinian protesters, there was the mercenary Zionist counter-protesters, and then there were the police. During the 6-hour period in which I was attacked, the police stood by on the sidelines and watched as me and my fellow protesters were maced, were struck with heavy plastic cones.
As the protests gain momentum, they remind of the complexities surrounding the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and broader issues of justice, freedom of speech, and American foreign policy. Whether these demonstrations prompt significant policy shifts or merely highlight entrenched divisions remains to be seen, but they undoubtedly contribute to the ongoing conversation about American values and priorities on the global stage.
It was a horrifying experience. I was in that encampment. I was linking arms with other faculty members and students when this occurred. We were surrounded on all sides by hundreds of police officers. It felt like a military invasion. It was terrifying, terrifying. I've never experienced anything like it before.
President Joe Biden has defended the right to free speech, but says order must prevail on college campuses.
There's the right to protest, but not the right to cause chaos. People have the right to get an education.